If you are lucky enough to have a walk-in closet, it is more than just storage. It is prime real estate in your home. It can change the way your day starts, the way your day ends. You can make it feel like a boutique if you're lucky enough to have the space. If you're not, stay tuned because I got some ideas for what to do. Now, there are a couple of things that they've made mistakes on in this lovely closet that I want to talk about so that you don't make them in your home. First up, you got to know what you have and what your stuff is, what you wear, what length is it, how do you fold it, how do you store it, how do you hang it on a hanger? Do you have double hanging length, which would be 42 inches? Do you have longer hanging length, dresses, maxis, that kind of thing? Do you have somewhere in between? Mid-length is usually 48, 50 inches, something like that. 3/4 length, dresses, that kind of thing. Now, the first mistake that I see in a lot of closets is hanging in the corners. And they did this in this closet, but there really wasn't another alternative. So what they could have done, let me show you. In this closet, they did the long hanging here, right next to a section of double hanging. And what that does is it makes it harder to reach into those corners. Stay right there, don't fall over. When you have hanging into hanging, you can't reach into the corners. Now in this closet, there weren't many other choices. But what I would have done is I would have switched these two sections. Because the long hanging is bigger and bulkier and hangs out higher up here, it blocks more both the upper and the lower rod over here. If they flipped these and had the shelves here, it would have had less to block this upper rod, and then I could have dealt with the lower. So whenever you have a corner you want to do hanging all the way to one side and shelves beside it or drawers beside it, so that I can reach all the way into this corner past this and I don't have the 24 inches that clothes would be hanging out to try and get way back into that corner. If it were up to me, I would never fold another thing. I would hang everything. But you need shelves. We have things like purses, shoes, folded clothes, hoodies, hats, belts. They gotta go somewhere. So plan for them. Do your hanging first. Make sure that you've got that covered. But after that, go count your shoes. Go look at how many sweaters you have. Look at how many linear feet of drawers that you have so that you can accommodate what you have in the space when you design.
I can be good when I wanna. I just don't wanna. I can be good when I wanna. I just don't wanna. I can be a good girl when I wanna. I just don't wanna.
In a closet, you always want to make use of the vertical space. This house has like 10-foot ceilings, I guess, 10 feet, yeah. So there's a lot of space up there that could have been utilized for out-of-season storage, that kind of thing. You want to make use of the vertical space. So double hanging for sure. If you have 12-foot ceilings, you have enough room to do a triple rod. However, what a lot of people think is, oh yeah, I can throw another rod up there. They have a rod that has arms that will extend down so that you can pull the rod down and reach it.
Ooh, that's heavy. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I think it's heavy.
Not that easy.
You have to be able to pull the rod down. So you have to have the room to pull that entire thing with 24 inches of clothes out and down and nothing on the side. So they don't always work. I have a lot of clients that look for a triple rod, put a triple rod in there, I can max the space out. If you can't get up there, or if you can't access one of those things that tip down, that pull the rod down and bring it to you, it's not really useful. Make use of the vertical space, but be realistic about how you can get to it. This next one is a strange one, and I got the cubbies. Now, cubbies are, notice here. What's going on here? For these cubbies, what happened was my husband's got a size 13 sneaker. It does not fit in this standard size. These big hookah with the bottoms like this, they're not going in there. Boots, not going in there. So while I do find that it keeps me very organized for the smaller flats, smaller shoes, that kind of thing, the cubbies don't work well for larger items. So it would have been nice if they had given me cubbies with different size alternatives. Also, it would have been nice if they didn't do 5 across all the way to the end, because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time I checked, I had 2 feet. So I'm always short one, or I'm doubling up the flip-flops. So when it comes to dividers or cubbies or that kind of thing, they're great, especially like with kids, cubbies. This goes here. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, it forces me to be organized with these cubbies. It doesn't give me a lot of choices. It doesn't give me a lot of flexibility. So 4 cubbies, 4 dividers, drawer dividers, that kind of thing. I love things that are removable when I know that I might be changing my mind. Styles might be changing. Boots might be in this year and I need a little bit more room. So I like flexibility, like when they have the pre-drilled holes and the shelves are adjustable so that I can make changes. I can move stuff around based on what I have. Shelf depth. Okay, we know the Goldilocks. 12 is not really deep enough for folded clothes, for shoes, for people with bigger feet. It doesn't fit. 18, too deep. We lose stuff at the back. So 14 is really the ideal depth for folded clothes, for shoes. Even big feet people will fit on a 14-inch deep shelf. And that gives you enough room to move about in the space. Pretty nice closet for an Airbnb. What it is missing are the accessories that really make a closet shine. So things like a valet rod that extends out so that you can hang your outfits or while you're packing or if you steam clothes. Belt rods, a hook, scarf rods, all of those accessories that elevate your closet to the next level. A little thing like a jewelry drawer insert can change the way you feel about getting dressed every morning. When your watches are laid out beautifully or your earrings are all in the right place and you open it up and it's a beautiful velvet thing. It makes coming into the closet fun and exciting and feeling like you're in a showroom. And you should feel that way when you start your day. The rest of the day is you gotta go out there with a fighting start. Think about your accessories. Think about those little extras. Like I want to be able to hang up my bathrobe. I want to take off my jacket and put it on a little valet service. Whatever it might be that makes your closet work better for the way that you live will make it a special place. When your closets are not designed well, they waste space. They torture you. Every day you will know about those mistakes. Every day you will feel the results of those mistakes. You are in there at least twice a day. You have rooms in your house you may not go in for weeks at a time. Make sure this one's done right. Now in my closets, I don't have the room for a walk-in. Breaks my heart. It's a small house. So what I am doing is a mini walk-in closet for me and for my daughters. And I'm going to show you how that works, how I'm getting the space and that little step in. Enough space in very small bedrooms to get that private walk-in experience for all of us that we desperately want. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
I can be good, but no.